はいはいはい、
お願いします。
お願いします。はい、en geht Side to Side. And ear to shoulder. Wait, so it goes one way. And the other way. Wait, arms forward. So, and back. So, stretching one side. And the other side. Crossing one side. And the other side. Hands up and down. So. And crossing. So. Nice and lucky. Hey, and tight. Yo. Hey, Genji. Hey, Yoko. Down. Up. Okay. Go. Knee, cute. Go. Thank you. Go. Hey, 体を。じゃあ。Hey, the other side. the back of your legs, front of your legs, and again the back of your legs, and the front. Hey. Up and forward and down. And your knees from the back. And circles one way. Circles the other way. And down, up, down, up, down, down, up. Opening your toes. Up, down, up, down. You just hold your center in there, open up, and close, open up, expand, close, open up, close, open up, so close. And open your hips. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Open your legs, chigotai. And elbows inside of your knees. Slowly moving side to side. Help to open up a little bit. And breathing in. Q. Go. Up. And down again. Q. Go. Up again. And down. San Q. Go. And up. And side to side. Side to side. So. And go lower on one side. Lower the other side. Lower, toes up. And lower the other side, toes up. And side to side. Open your legs, elbows down. Coming forward, hands down. Hey, coming down. So, like stretch. And going backwards, back stretch. Forward again. And going back. One more time, forward. And back. So now this time do the same thing, back stretch. And coming forward. Toes, hips, up. Pushing through your toes into plank position. Feet together. Your feet together. And now one foot shoots forward into mountain climber. Try to lower yourselves down a little bit. And coming up. Now make sure that you have a good base on the opposite hand from your leg. And do a kick through and just hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Coming back again. And change leg. Sweep the other leg. Put yourself down. Mountain climber. Make sure you have a good base with the hand which is opposite to the leg that you have in front. Kick through and hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And back. Change to the other side. Change leg. And again. A little bit down. Up. Check that you have a good base. And kicking through. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And back. So sweep and change the other side. Going down. Check your base. And kicking through. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back. And slowly pushing down. Coming up. And back stretch. Good. So this time jumping in, all the way in a deep jigotai position, a deep squat position. Okay, so we're going to turn to one side, hands in front. We're going to raise our knee up, to come down again with our hands down, up and down. Okay, let's do it slowly, so we're focusing more on the mobility of our hips and of our knees, but also on the coordination of our upper body that is assisting the movement of the lower body. Okay, so we open on one side, hands in front, we raise and pull, we push down and go down, hands in and hands out. Okay, one more time, down, turn to one side, hands in front, pull up, push down, hands in, hands out. Down, turn, hands out, pull, push, down, and out. Okay. Down, turn, pull, push, down, out. Down again. Turn, pull, push, down, and alright. So this looks exactly the same thing, just a few more times. This time, when you do your pulls and your opens, focus on the blades on the back of your back doing that, not just your shoulders doing it, but your actual back pulling, pulling with the hands, pushing, but without collapsing into them. Just pull, use your back muscles, push to a point where you are still engaged, not over pushing forward, and then when you open, also using your back muscles. So this time focus on your back muscles, okay, not only on your shoulder muscles, okay? So down, turn, pull, back muscles, pull, push, down, and open. Again, down, turn, pull, push, down, open. Again, down, turn, pull, push, down, open, down, turn, pull, push, down, and over. Good job. All right. And sitting down, please. So Bushido Kemi, but ending in shin box position. Okay. So 1, shin box. 2, shin box. 3, shin box. 4, shin box. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This time, shin box all the way up. Okay. Remember again, with your shin box all the way up and all the way down, use your upper body to support the movement. Sometimes it's literally to support yourself down and use your hands to come up. Sometimes it's by motion, which means your upper body does the same thing that we were doing in the other action. Okay, so use your upper body to support the movement of your lower body, literally supporting it or by motion supporting it. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and standing. All right, so just have a jaw, grab a jaw, and so you have a stick or a jaw close to you, please, for the great set of exercises. Jaw close by. Okay, so during the week we've been focusing on the idea of ma'ai, or space and distance. As we were talking about, sometimes we interpret, which is a correct interpretation, it's not a wrong interpretation, we interpret ma'ai between the distance between myself and my partner, okay, which is that safe distance or that instance where I can operate, you know, for whatever technique I am intending to do. So, but it's a distance in terms of relationships of myself and my partner, or me and something else, which is correct. But we also need to understand ma'ai as the distance that our own body needs to move in the most efficient way. So, so in that sense, it's almost like if I'm sure Tom has read or seen the book of the dynamic sphere. It's a good book in some terms, and it's a little bit not so good in others, like any book that we read. But I mean, the principle of it, not the content of it, but the principle of it is what I like to borrow a little bit at the moment, which is the idea of a sphere. You know, of we being in the center of a sphere. So there's always a center of a sphere, and if the sphere is more or less harmonic, if the movement is harmonious, the sphere is equal in all sides, right? But sometimes our movement is not harmonious and it's not really a sphere, it's like a irregular object, but it's kind of following us all the time. It's impossible to maintain always a perfect sphere, you know, with the movements that we're trying to create, where we are always in perfect relationship with the edges of our space, but it's a good idea to keep in mind. So let's grab your jaw for a second. Okay, and then just go back to the idea of the type of our basic Tai Saraki that we were doing with our jaw. Try to grab it as much as possible to the edges of the jaw, and just once again explore this basic space around your own body, which is basically your area of motion. Okay, where things happen. Okay, is the space around your body. Is the ma'ai of your own body with itself. Okay. It's the mind of your own body with itself. Okay? Anything that disturbs that ma'ai is going to reduce the capacity of us maintaining balance, of having a structure, of maximizing force, etc. All the things that are necessary for physical practice will be somehow compromised if we extend beyond the point of our natural distance. Now the other thing that we were going to work with the techniques is, we normally do this with our own nose and our own navel, which Sensei always, Maruno Sensei always encourages us to keep aligned, your nose and your navel. And sometimes we bring our hand, and it's the same principle. Our hand, our nose, and our navel have to remain aligned. Okay. This time, imagine the middle of your jaw. Okay. If you could mentally put a little mark where the middle is, and try to cap that middle of that jaw performing that function. So your nose, your navel, and the middle of this jaw more or less move, okay, on equal proportion. Okay. So making sure that the jaw, your nose, and your navel are moving, in equal proportions. So now, this time, when we will do one circle, when we move in one way, when we lower, we're going to now open into Okuriashi. We're trying to maintain that center of the jaw aligned to our nose. A common problem that we'll find when we do technique is that we exit the middle of whatever point of control, and then we try to drag where we have already exited. So in this case, make a circle, down, keep it in the middle, and Okuriashi. Make a circle, down, keep it in the middle, and Okuriashi. Circle, down, middle, Okuriashi. Circle, down, middle, Okuriashi. Circle, down, middle, Okuriashi. Circle, down, middle, Okuriashi. Circle, down, Okuriashi. Circle, down, Okuriashi. So now our entire space or sphere is moving with us. What happens sometimes is that if we exit our own sphere, okay, and of course because we have, let's say, exited my own sphere, then I try to drag something back into position into the sphere, which is more difficult because I have myself broken my own ma'ai, the only space that I need to move. So when we were practicing during the week, was, for example, Ushiro Ryo Tekubidori, where the nage breaks my eye, absorbs and enters. At this point, the two ma'ais, the two people have become one ma'ai. That's why this, to the point even where uke is in a perfect shadow position of nage. Normally in orthodox practice, in orthodox ukemi, the nage breaks my eye, absorbs, the uke comes, and the uke ends up in a perfect mirror position of my partner. Remembering that the uke's purpose is to bring those hands back. Not only that, but then push this person forward, and have a full control of that person position. That's the full grip if nage does nothing else. Okay, so nage has to remain with hands in front of the center. Sometimes we have the hands, in front of the center on the back of the body, but that's a different technique. For the moment, in front of the center, in front of the body. Okay, so one leg and okay, one right, enter and step. Okay. Now, so now, with that idea, that entering in mind, me breaking my partner's mind, entering, moving up, raising up, down, EQ. Okay, and that's what we have to be careful in the movement of that arm. Enter, down, up, down, control, Careful to not exit your ma'ai, leaving the person's arm behind. Control the arm and move together into a new space of ma'ai. Okay, into a new speed. Reach. And down. Jigotai. Wait. And move. Okay. So with your jaw, we're at home by ourselves. Okay. Starting your jaw, you break the ma'ai, you enter. And absorb. Hands up. And lower your hips. Now here's the moment where the center of your jaw has become your partner's elbow, moving outside, keeping more or less that proportion. What we are trying to avoid is us exiting the circle and then having to drag the partner back in. Okay? So how do we move in a way that this center of my jaw, which is at the moment my partner's elbow, and I move together, okay, in one motion. All right? So break my eye. 1, 2. Up, space. Jigotai. Be aware of that center. And exit. Okay? Break my eye. Down. Up. Jigotai. Be aware of that center. Exit. Break my eye. Down. Up. Jigotai. Be aware of that center. And exit. Okay? Please try your ikkyo, okay, being aware of being patient with your keeping that center of your jaw in front of you while you try to do your jigotai, your okuriashi, sorry, you're moving to the side, okay, ikkyo, okay, break my eye, break my eye, control. And Kuriashi. So it's very important to move with Tai Sabaki, okay? So not tiny little steps, not proper steps.
I can see this way.
Really don't want to move too quick. That is exactly what I don't want the body move too quick. Doing this. And forward. Yes. So yeah, the important thing of playing, so the ma'ai kind of hyper awareness is in 2 moments of this exercise. One, the beginning, where we break the ma'ai of the interaction between me and my partner. Like we have 2 bubbles, you know, surrounding each other, okay? And the nage pops the bubble of the ma'ai of uke by entering, you know, by inviting and then absorbing that ball into the ball. So that's number one. But then, once again, because they have become, two bubbles have become one, okay, when we control here, if we are not careful, okay, and the nage moves way too quickly, then the nage herself or himself separates the two bubbles again. It's like we are one bubble, and if I move too quick, I have separated the bubble and then I have to drag it back in. So I'm supposed to say, we are together here, we're going to keep moving together. We are together here, we're going to keep moving together. We are together and together. Okay. Together, my hand is in front of my center, my hand remains in front of my center. My hand is in front of my center, remains in front of my center. In front of my center, remains in front of my center, remains in front. Okay, so be aware of those two moments. Okay, for these type of techniques, when we apply the ma'ai. Okay, first breaking your partner's ma'ai. Second, you have unified the two spheres. Now move together with the two spheres, as opposed to, again, two separate spheres that you have to drag back into each other. So now this time, Bushido technique, aim, enter, break my eye, up, Sankyo, Jigotai, and move it back, put it back. Okay, same principle, but with Sankyo. Same opportunity, same problem. Reach, Jigotai, hand in front of me, and move together at the same time. Eye, down, step, Jigotai, hand, together. 1, 2, raise, down, control the hand, control the elbow. Okay, careful to not exit too quickly, because here I have broken the distance and I have to drag my partner. Control, move together. Okay? So with your jaw by yourself. Okay? With your jaw by yourself. Break my eye, come back, enter. Control. Actually, hold on. Now, yeah, exactly. Okay. Enter. 1, 2, 3. Control. Jigotai and step back and enter. But now the trick here is going to be this. Once you're in this Jigotai, careful to not move your feet first and your hand second. Try to move your foot and your hand at the same time. Once you're in that position, jaw on the floor, because that will be your partner's shoulder. Hand on the middle of the jaw, that's your partner's elbow, and just press lightly there using your ball. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. Jigotai. Step back and control. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. Grab. Jigotai. Step back. Control. Okay? Please. With the idea of, once you're in Jigotai, and that's your partner's wrist, you move back at the same time, controlling your partner's wrist inside of your triangle, please. Right. Thank you. I'm outside. No, you were correct. There you go, that's it.
I find it hard, so from this
You don't have to turn your hand in any form, just grab it.
I see.
You don't have to do anything. this is always a problem. We always try to do way more than what we have to do. Just grab and control. It's all of it. Step back. Left foot, step. Now that's it. Just grab like that. Grab. Inside of your triangle, and one hand up, one hand down, and that's it. That's already fine. Now that was EQ, and you're doing something else. Are you doing that consciously or just did you consciously?
Well, I find it hard to do that if I have the hand
What are you
under.
doing now? You're not doing Sankey, you're doing something else. That position is not Sankey, that position is Sankey.
Okay.
So just don't remember when you do your movement, okay, you're doing empty-handed completely. You break my thumb up, raise. Okay, you control the wrist and you step back. Okay, so you step back. Okay? You have to do your thighs like that. 1, 2, 3. Control the wrist. Step back. Okay, for that particular movement. Try to do 1, 2, up, Shigotai, control, stepping back. Okay, so once you control, thank you. Once you control here, step back into your circle. Once you control here, step back, keeping your circle, and that movement is the one that we have to be patient, keeping the hand in front of us and moving it harmoniously between our hand and our leg. Sometimes we try to move the leg too fast, the hand is out and then we have to drag it. Sometimes we want to drag down the hand and move the leg. So try to keep more or less harmonious movement between your leg and your arm. Hey. Mm-hmm.
So, when I'm doing it, and I'm gripping, so what I'm doing, almost to make sure I'm in the right position, I'm doing this foot here again.
Yeah.
Is that okay?
Yeah, that's quite possibly, but it's not quite necessary. What you're doing is bringing this foot into here. Not quite necessary, just here.
So you're
back.
just
I mean,
bringing
it's not
that
it's
one
not.
back, because I find then I feel like I'm hauling you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can I try that?
But that's the thing. It's just
Yeah,
like harmoniously
that's
has to move. That's what we're trying to say. If you move too quick with your feet and you break your own eye, then the thing that you are trying to move now feels out, and then you feel like you have to
Well, I
drag it.
feel like what I'm doing is I'm putting that foot there, so it all feels more in my center, and then from that position I can move. But I feel, can I try the other way? So here. So what you're saying is, I just.
Well, that's already in front of you. That's already in your center.
Okay. So then it's just. Yes, I'm doing that extra.
I mean, that's you know, I mean, like,
Yeah.
this is already your center.
Yeah.
This doesn't brings it more into your center. Maybe brings it more deep inside.
Yeah. That's,
You know,
I think
so
that's,
but it doesn't make it any more in your center. That's your center.
yeah.
Okay. Now, if I bring this in, maybe that brings it deeper into my center.
Yeah.
If I bring this in, that brings it deeper into my center. But doesn't makes it less my center. So as long as it's in my center and at an area where I can move, then back. All right. To finish up, okay. So we're going to go jigotai. Hands cross, okay, in front of us. You make it that juji, cross in front of us. Keep that center, and then expand, covering all of that circle of your own space as much as you can physically. Down again. Raising up, juji, your center, and open up that space as much as you can. Now, in addition to your arms, this time we're going to use our breathing. So center, breathing in, and expand that space, breathing out. So our breathing increases the space that we are covering by extending it beyond our physical body, which is our intention, extends beyond the length of my arms. Breathing in, breathing out. So, breathing in, down, breathing in, breathing out. Couple more. Down, breathing in, breathing out. Last one. Down, here. Go. So, this is your beautiful. Hey, hey. Hey.
どうもありがとうございました。
Arigato gozaimashita. Thank you very much.